What are the steps involved in buying real estate in Washington? Attorney Stuart Ainsley explains. Once a buyer identifies property he or she likes, the buyer will schedule an appointment to visit and tour the property. Next, the buyer will work with the agent to create and present an offer to the seller, and the seller will decide whether or not they want to accept it. The buyer should seek to be pre-qualified for a loan before even making an offer, as this will make the offer stronger. If the offer is accepted, then various tasks for closing the sale will need to be completed with certain time frames. The contract will spell out the amount of earnest money the buyer must deposit, and the money will be placed with the escrow agent. It's not typically given directly to the seller. Next, a title commitment will be ordered, which will show who owns the property and what encumbrances there are on the title of the property. The buyer must complete an inspection within a certain period of time, which will be done with the help of the inspector, who will examine the property and document its physical condition. The seller will prepare a statutory disclosure form so the buyer has it from the beginning. If they haven't prepared one before listing the property for sale, they will need to do it very soon after the contract is signed. The buyer generally has a certain number of days to walk away from the transaction if there are things in the disclosure form that cause concern. Once the loan has been approved and the title report is issued, the buyer needs to review it and make sure that there's nothing on the title that they don't want to carry over to them when they buy the property. Closing usually occurs 30 to 45 days after the contract has been signed. The attorneys at Gourley Law Group are creative problem solvers who give practical legal advice to their clients. Their philosophy is to do it right, do it on time, and think outside the box for the best result with the least investment.